Welcome to the Still I Rise Cafe. Today we're going to be talking about the effects of narcissistic abuse. You don't really understand abuse while you're in it. You understand confusion, you understand anxiety, you understand walking on eggshells, you understand trying to explain yourself to someone who acts like they don't understand basic human decency, but you don't understand the damage until it's over. See, narcissistic abuse is not just someone being mean to you. It's not just someone lying. It's not just someone cheating. It's not just someone manipulating. Narcissistic abuse is psychological warfare. And the reason it's so dangerous is because there are no bruises, there are no police reports, there's no cast on your arm, there's no bandages, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are bleeding. One of the first effects of narcissistic abuse is confusion, because nothing makes sense anymore. They say they love you, but they hurt you. They say they care, but they disrespect you. They say you matter, but they discard you. They say you're the problem, but you're the only one trying to fix things. So your brain starts trying to solve a puzzle that has no solution. And that's how they trap you in confusion. The second effect is self-doubt. After a while, you stop trusting yourself. You start saying things like, maybe I am too sensitive. Maybe I do overreact. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I'm hard to love. You start questioning your tone, your memory, your reactions, your feelings, and your reality. That's called gaslighting. But the real damage is not the lie. The real damage is that you stop trusting your own mind. Another effect of narcissistic abuse is anxiety. Not normal anxiety. I'm talking about you can't never relax anxiety. You feel like you're in trouble all the time. You feel like something bad is about to happen. You feel like you have to explain yourself before you even do anything. You rehearse conversations in your head before they happen. You overthink text messages. You analyze tone. You analyze facial expressions. You analyze silence. You are in survival mode and you don't realize it. Another effect is loss of identity. This one is deep. Because in the beginning, you were confident, you were happy, you were funny, you were outgoing, you had hobbies, you had friends, you had dreams. But little by little, they criticize. Little by little, they control. Little by little, they isolated. Little by little, they guilt trip. Little by little, they made everything about them. And one day you wake up and you realize you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You became a smaller version of yourself to keep the peace. Another effect is trauma bonding. This is the part people don't understand, that narcissistic abuse is not just pain. It's pain mixed with reward. They hurt you, then they apologize. Then they love bomb you. Then they promise. Then they cry. Then they say they need you. Then they say you're the only person who understands them. Then they say they can't live without you. So now your brain is stuck in a cycle of pain, reward, pain, reward, pain, reward. This is literally how people get addicted to gambling. You are not addicted to the person, you are addicted to the hope. Another effect is depression. Because when you give someone your love, your loyalty, your time, your energy, your patience, your forgiveness, and it's still not enough, you start to feel worthless. You start to feel unlovable. You start to feel like no matter what you do, it will never be enough. And the saddest part is, you were never the problem. But you were convinced you were. Another effect is isolation. Narcissists slowly separate you from people who love you. They'll say things like, your friend doesn't like me. Your family is against us. They're jealous of what we have. They're trying to break us up. You tell your friends our business. You let your family get in your head. So to prove your loyalty, you distance yourself from the people who actually love you. And now the narcissist becomes your only emotional source. That's not love, that's control. Another effect is anger. But not anger at them, not at first. Anger at yourself. You start saying, I should have left the first time. I saw the red flags. I knew something was off. Why did I ignore my intuition? Why did I stay so long? And that anger turns into shame. And shame keeps people silent. But let me tell you something important. You did not stay because you were weak. You stayed because you were loyal. You stayed because you were empathetic. You stayed because you were patient. You stayed because you were forgiving. You stayed because you believed in love. You stayed because you believed people could change. The narcissist didn't destroy you because you were weak. They targeted you because you were strong. Just strong in the wrong direction. And then the final effect is the only one nobody talks about. You change. After narcissistic abuse, you are not the same person. You see the manipulation faster. You see the fake love faster. You see the red flags faster. You see jealousy faster. You see control faster. You see gaslighting faster. You stop explaining yourself. You stop overgiving. You stop ignoring red flags. You stop trying to save people who are committed to destroying you. You become heartless. You become aware. And that's the part they hate the most. Not that you left, but that you learn. Because once you learn the pattern, once you see the script, once you understand the game, they can never play it on you again. So if you're listening to me right now, and you went through narcissistic abuse, and you're dealing with confusion, self-doubt, anxiety, depression, anger, isolation, shame, trust issues, I need you to understand something. Those are not signs that you are broken. Those are signs that you were psychologically abused. And you survived it. And surviving that kind of war changes a person. But you don't come out of it weaker. You come out of it wiser. You come out of it sharper. You come out of it stronger. You come out of it harder to manipulate. You come out of it harder to control. You come out of it harder to break. They didn't destroy you, they revealed you. And that's why your story doesn't end with pain, it ends with power. It ends with growth. It ends with wisdom. It ends with boundaries. It ends with self-respect. It ends with peace. And most importantly, it ends with you saying, they tried to break me. They tried to confuse me. They tried to control me. They tried to destroy me. But still, I rise. Thank you for joining me today at the Still I Rise Cafe. If this message resonated, leave a like, drop a comment, and share it with someone that needs it. And if you feel it in your heart, you can support the Still I Rise movement. Links are in the description. And don't forget to cover your bill. Still I Rise.